Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is what if Luffy was the reincarnation of Garj from, I think, Gar? Okay, I don't know how you really like to say it, not Garj, Gari, however you like to say it. Usually I'm gonna be fucked, I'm gonna have to, how should I say, I'm gonna accidentally keep saying Gara, from, what's it called, from Naruto instead of Garou. So yeah, I don't know why I take Garja. I don't know. Garou. I usually always think of Gara. I don't know how to say, but yeah, it's Garou. I'm gonna be kind of saying just a fair warning, okay? So yeah, I'm also kind of still sick. So yeah, am I tired? No. Am I dying? Maybe. I don't know. But before I continue on this what if, I would like to say something. What was that one thing? Oh yeah. What's it called? So I was about to do a what if Naruto was a protector, and then I realized that I want to do something else. So yeah, I decided to do this what if. I was actually gonna do continue on part 2 for what if Naruto had the curse mark, but since I didn't rewatch part 1, I wasn't. Yeah, okay. You see here, it's already dark. It's late. I should be going to sleep. I wasn't gonna rewatch a part because I was gonna fall asleep anyway. So this is part 1 for what if Luffy was the reincarnation of Gara. Goddamn, I said it wrong. Whatever. So, I should also mention something before I go on. I want to say one thing. Go subscribe to, Rain Pain, or if I like to call him, Rain Pain. So, yeah, go subscribe to him. Get him to at least 100, man. Man needs it. He needs all the corn and pineapple. Yes, if you saw the community post, I did kind of mention about this. But yeah, if you want the link, it's on my community tab and all that. So yeah, just spam his chat with like corn or pineapple or even pineapple pizza. Just spam it, okay? I don't know how many people are gonna watch this, and they probably won't give too much. But just subscribe, come on, get them up to there 100, please. I know you're not gonna really care me saying please, but hey, worth a try. Also, get Anime Sensei also to up to 200. I don't know. Okay, that's all for my shoutouts, but yeah. So yeah. So what's it called? Let me begin. On what if Luffy? Okay, I already said the title like 4 million times, so shut up. So yeah. Let's begin. So we go into a red-haired pirate named Shanks. Shanks is right now just drinking alcohol, and of course with what's it called, Makino. Yeah, Makino, who is someone with green hair, and of course is a bartender. And of course with Shanks it's all pirates and all that, but I don't know why I had voice crack. But yeah, with his all like pirates and all that. And this is where a boy with silver hair, actually, like, kind of, not silver hair, kind of like a whitish, silverish hairstyle, just walks in. Now, of course, he has a black shirt, white kind of pants, and his, like, sandals are kind of, like, black. So, yeah, of course, he walks in, and he looks a little bit, like, stronger than a normal kid. A little bit buffer than, normal. This is where he walks in and he talks to Makino. Makino. For some reason I can never freaking think of her name half the time. I always want to say Makino. It's Makino. So yeah, Makino. So yeah. Of course, this is where, Luffy. So this white hair boy is Luffy, and of course this is where Makino says, Luffy. This is where Luffy says, hello there, Makino. This is where Shanks says, who? This is where Makino says, "This is Luffy. You can talk to him and all that. So you want the same as usual?" And Luffy nods. So of course Shanks is kind of confused, but you know what? He tries to talk to Luffy, and Luffy looks at him, looks up and down, and says, "You're a pirate, aren't you?" This is where Shanks is kind of surprised with Luffy's kind of attitude. Luffy isn't scared. He isn't like amazed. He just looks at him like, "You a pirate, aren't you?" Like without giving out a hesitation of tone or anything like that. Luffy just doesn't care about being a pirate or a marine. He actually wants to have a different goal, but yeah. So, yeah. This is where, well, Shanks just says, yeah, kid, I'm a pirate." This is where, before Shanks can even speak anything else anymore, this is where Makino says, "Luffy, here's the, what's it called? Well, some water and some orange juice." So yeah, Luffy just kind of drinks orange juice or water. So yeah, because he trains a lot. So yeah. This is where, well, someone actually walks in, and this is, well, the bandit's leader and all that. So he will still kind of cause trouble towards Shanks and all that, while Luffy's actually just watching this. This is where, well, the bandit leader says, "Ha, you're just a bunch of pirates, blah, blah, blah." He sees the treasure chest, and of course, Luffy also sees the treasure chest, and he's kind of confused. And he just looks at it and says, "What the hell?" Sorry, I was actually biting on something. But yeah, this is where, well, the bandit leader kind of goes up to the chest and all that. And this is where Shanks was about to do something, until Makino kind of grabbed the chest and says, "Since we don't have sake, red hair Shanks, what's it called, not red hair Shanks." She says, "Since we don't have alcohol or anything, and since Shanks, well, Shanks kind of like, what's it called? Well, not Shanks. She said that the pirate drank all the way and hasn't paid anything. This will have to be, well, as, what's it called? What is it called? As payment." This is where Shanks kind of doesn't do anything. He's not angry or anything. He kind of smiles a little bit. And of course, this is where the bandit gets annoyed of, well, Makino. This is where, well, he decides to pull out his sword, and of course says, "Give me the chest, girl." This is where Naruto gets not Naruto, Luffy. Luffy gets annoyed, and he like stands up and says, "Watch where you're pointing that sword at." This is where the band leader says, "Oh really, what are you gonna do about it?" Luffy goes up to the sword, grabs it with his 2 fingers, his, well, what's it called, that what's it called, how can I say it, his like thumb and his like how you say index finger, I think it's an index finger. He just grabs the sword and just snaps it like a fucking twig. Yeah, Luffy is that strong. Snap. This is where the band leader fucking shocked. All the bandits are shocked. Shanks is shocked, and all his crewmates are kind of shocked. Makino knows how strong Luffy is because, well, he has kind of just been training and all that. This is where the band leader says, "Oh really, kid? You really wanted to do that? Huh?" He's kind of scared. This is where he tells his man to shoot at him. This is where when Shanks was about to do something, and then all the bullets just go at, what's it called, Luffy. Luffy, he catches them all easily, dropping the bullets down. This is where the band leaders are kind of shocked. This is where Luffy, he kind of goes forward, and he steps forward, and this is where he launches a wave of Conqueror Spirit. This is where he knocks out all the, well, bandits, and of course almost all of Shanks' crew members and all that. Well, the weaker ones, not the stronger ones. This is where Shanks notices this was, well, Conqueror Spirit. This is where he's kind of shocked. This is where, well, the band leader says, "What the hell was that?" This is where Luffy, since he kind of stepped forward and kind of launch a wave of Conqueror Spirit, he kind of knows what it is. He just feels like it's something just to knock people out. This is where Luffy, he disappeared from that spot and was right in front of the bandit leader and just clocked him right in the face, knocking him through the fucking wall of the, like, bar, knocking him straight the fuck out. Yeah, Luffy is that strong. Now Luffy could have like used like a technique that he kind of knows. So since he's the reincarnation of Garjay, or not Garjay, Gary. Since he's a reincarnation, Gary kind of has like, since he copied a bunch of moves. If I can remember, he has like so many moves because, well, I was reading the latest manga yesterday, and well, I did take a picture of how many moves he has and all that, but he has like tons. So he has like, what's it called? He has multiple, well, skills and all that, like different techniques. He has about like 11 techniques that he copied, and actually one more that he actually created in his, what, monstrous form and all that. So he's like a threat level god and all that. So yeah. Well, I think it's threat level dragon. Is it threat level god or threat level dragon? I can't remember. But yeah. He's that high and he has a bunch of moves. Now I mentioned how all those techniques are kind of what's called named. Well, I mean, you probably already know of two, and that is the what's called water. What's called the fist flowing water crush rock, or the fist of warping wind slashing steel. If you have read the manga, there's one where Bong actually has his original technique called Fist of Explosion Heart Liberation. I think that's what I'll call it. But there's like tons of other ones. And yeah. But yeah, that's... I don't want to mention. So yeah. So of course, let me, what's it called? We can keep going on this what if. I just wanted to mention that. Because he has lots. I was kind of shocked there was that many. I thought there was only like 3. But whatever. Then again, I shouldn't be surprised when Garjay can Gary can what's it called? Garou can like copy so many techniques. So yeah. So Luffy kind of already knocked them out, and of course, well, Luffy kind of walks back, and of course he sees the blade and he sees people knocked down and all that. He actually sees one bandit manage to get up. This is where Luffy kind of kicks him right in the fucking face. And he gets knocked out. So yeah. Luffy is pretty strong for, well, being a 7-year-old. This is where he walks back. He goes to go, like, get a drink and all that. Like, get his, like, orange drink and all that. And before he even gets to, like, drink it, this is where, well, Shanks says, "Do you know what you just used?" Luffy just looked at him. "Yeah, punch. What do you fucking think?" This is where, well, Shanks says, "No. Before that, a step." Luffy's being kind of like a smartass right now because, well, Luffy really just wants to drink. This is where Shanks says, "No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way we just knocked a bunch of people out." Luffy said, "Yeah, that was something, I don't even know what the fuck it is. I just started learning how to use it." I don't care. This is where Shanks says, No, you gotta care, because that is Conqueror's Spirit, also known as Conqueror's Haki, or the supreme colors of the Haki, or Conqueror's Haki. Exactly. This is where, well, Naruto, well, not Naruto. I should stop saying Naruto. It's just, fuck's sake. Shut the fuck up, Potato, and say Luffy. So, Luffy, my god. But, so Luffy kind of just says, okay. Since he kind of has this personality of kind of like Garou. So, yeah. This is where, well, Shanks says, I can train you in what's called the different Hakis if you let me. Well, no, he didn't say if you let me. He said, what do you want to become when you're older? Luffy says, Luffy actually never thought of like what he actually wanted to do when he was older. And this is where Luffy says, to become the Pirate King. And for some reason that like came up to mind. But then he thought of something else, but then forgot about it. He doesn't know why. But yeah. Of course, this is where, well, Shanks is very happy to know that. And so he decides to train Luffy for 5 days. and well, Conqueror's Haki, Armorman Haki, and even Opposition Haki. Luffy was pretty good at using Armorman Haki really easily, since well that increases his punches. So yeah. So of course he's actually gonna also learn Opposition Haki more better than just Armorman Haki, than just punching people. But yeah, because this Luffy is really smart, really intelligent. Because Gara was like very intelligent and fighting and also strategy. So yeah. If you don't think he wasn't good at strategy, he whooped an entire fucking hero squad, and by just like seeing which of them has like the moves and all that, and like the freaking seconds and minutes and all that, and when like they fire attack and all that. So yeah, he is goddamn that intelligence. But yeah, and yeah. Also, he went against S rank heroes and God. But yeah. I mean, he couldn't really go against Saitama, since Saitama can kick pretty fucking fast. Really fast. Actually, that was actually going to be, how should I say? Let me pause for a second. Alright, yeah. That was actually going to be the original what if. What if Luffy trained like Saitama? Which I might be doing. But I don't know. I just felt like, I really just like thought of it, saying, why would that happen? I don't know. And then I thought of this character, Garou. So yeah, after rewatching a few clips of Garou, but I don't know. So yeah. So I might be doing what if Luffy kind of trained like Saitama. But yeah. I know some of you are going to comment, that's going to be overpowered and blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If you don't like overpowered Luffy, I need you to do something. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck out. I don't give two fucks about you. Now get the hell out. So yeah. So of course, let me go back to the what if, okay? So, with that happening, Luffy was training for like 5 days, and of course Luffy, he was just training again, just around the village after Shanks left and all that. Now of course, Luffy kind of has the hat. He has the straw hat, because well, Shanks saw a little bit of Goldie Rogers inside of Luffy still, so yeah. But he saw a little bit of himself also. This is where, well, the reason why he was like, kind of friendly and all that, but still kind of very powerful. So yeah. And since Luffy doesn't eat a devil fruit, yeah, you get the point. And also very smart. So yeah. This is where, well, Luffy never ate the devil fruit, so yeah. Also, the devil fruit is actually still with Makino. So Shanks actually forgot about the devil fruit, because, well, he was impressed about Luffy, so yeah. So the devil fruit that Makino still has is, well, the Gama Gama no Mi. That's gonna actually be here. I will have a plan of what's actually gonna happen, but yeah. So we go into, well, Luffy kind of being dragged by, well, Garp to, well, the Dada family. Now, of course, since that is happening, we go into, well, Luffy's kind of POV. Luffy is kind of walking with Garp, and of course, Garp doesn't actually need to drag Luffy like in original canon. Because Luffy knows that, well, he can probably be stronger than the old man, but at the same time, he doesn't want the old man to break a back or something, backbone, to chase after him. Because Luffy actually managed to outrun Garp one time, and actually managed to hide away from him in the forest. Garp gets annoyed, but yeah. We can see that Luffy is pretty strong for being a, well, kid. So he decides to leave them with the freaking bandits. So that's what he's still thinking about. So yeah. Of course, when they get there, Dada still gets angry and all that, kind of screams out what's called, well, Garp and all that. Garp gets annoyed, and yeah, you get the point. This is where Ace, who still kind of spit at Luffy, and Luffy kind of take that sign as like you want to fucking fight, cause well, Luffy doesn't like getting spit on or anything like that. And instead, you gotta take these hands, okay? because these hands are E rated for everyone. So of course, this is where Luffy kind of gets annoyed and gets a tick mark, and of course, kind of has like that glance, like what's it called, Garp does when he's kind of pissed. So yeah, so he kind of just looks at Ace, and Ace says, "What are you looking at?" This is where Luffy throws a like jab at Ace, and it does connect with Ace's face and just smashes him into the tree. Well, launches him into the tree, not really smashes him, because Luffy is not near the tree. So yeah, he gets hit to the tree, and of course, this is where Garp just realized that Ace might have did something to Luffy. This is where Dada just kind of like her eyes just almost bulges out of her eye socket. So yeah, she is confused, and what the fuck just happened? Because the only thing she saw was something hit Ace really fast, but she could not react fast enough to see what the hell it was. So yeah, this is where she looks at Garp, and Garp is already next to Ace. This is where he already picked Ace up and all that. The reason why Garp does this and all that is because, well, since Ace is the son of Goldie Rogers and the Promise and all that. That's the thing. So, of course, this is where, Garp kind of looks at Luffy, and he's just kind of saddened. He really thought that Luffy and Ace would kind of be together like brothers. But it seems that Luffy doesn't like anyone. Now, of course, Luffy really doesn't like anyone. Unless you're from the village and all that. That village down there. Like Makino or like the Chief Elder. Now, Luffy actually mentioned about the Chief Elder. Luffy actually doesn't cause that much trouble to the Chief Elder that much or anything. He doesn't like causing trouble to good people. So yeah. So what I meant about good people is because you know how Garp kind of has that kind of nice side. I mean that it's sort of a small kind of nice side. Because if you can remember what's called, that kid and all that. The kid from One Punch Man, or what's it called? That one time that one girl was getting annoyed by some rich guy, and Garp just decides to say, you know what, I got you, I'll kiss you. He kisses like his fist and just gives him a fucking fist to the face, the rich guy. That was still the best fucking thing I ever seen. So yeah, of course. Sorry for getting you distraction, but yeah, whatever. Of course we go back into Luffy. Of course, this is where Garp says, Luffy, please, don't punch him. Think of him like your big brother. This is where Luffy ignores him. And of course, Luffy walks inside. Now, of course, this is where, we go into a time skip. Just kind of like a couple of hours. Ace finally wake up, and I almost said Luffy. I mean Ace. Ace finally wake up, and of course, this is where Ace says, what the hell just happened? This is where, the families are still kind of like bringing out the meat and all that, and like everyone's eating, even Ace. This is where Luffy is, just looking at the rice and eating it. Of course, he's not complaining or anything. He doesn't complain. He's kind of quiet. Now, of course, this is where, Luffy knows that this is, he's gonna go hunt and all that. And of course, he stands up, and of course, this is where Dada kind of says, where are you going? Luffy says, hunting, what do you think? And this is where, Dada was kind of shocked that, Luffy, she thought that Luffy was going to cry and just run outside and start crying. No, Luffy has like a deep ass voice when he says that. And, kind of very serious. Well, not kind of, very serious every time. This is where Ace is kind of interested in Luffy and who is he really? Who is he and why is he here? So, of course, this is where, Luffy, runs out the door and kind of just runs to look for food and all that. This is where Ace, when he, gets out the door, he sees Luffy across the goddamn forest right now. Well, not across, because, Luffy is pretty fucking fast, and he's running. He's looking for food really fast. And so, Ace can't never keep up with Luffy. So, Luffy did find some food and all that, and cooking, actually ate it and all that. So he just found an alligator just to eat and all that. So yeah. He cooked it, he eat it. Yeah, you get the point. This is where, well, Luffy decides to, well, we go into a week time skip. Luffy every day always kind of went to go get food or just train. So yeah, of course, he never just decided to look at Ace or any of the bandits because he didn't really care about any of them. The only thing he cared is becoming stronger and stronger. Well, because that was like his original life, like in One Punch Man. He wanted to become stronger and stronger. So he could show them that being a monster was, well, the true path and all that. Not a true path, not being a monster, but being like a sort of monstrous villain, killing him, not really killing heroes, knocking them the fuck out, but yeah. He didn't really care of being like a monster or villain or a hero exactly. He was somewhere in the gray spot a little bit. So yeah. He wanted a bunch of humans to fear him and all that, so yeah. So we go into, well, Luffy keeps doing this until, well, one day Ace just gave up and went to go meet Sabo. So, of course, Luffy knew that Ace kind of chased after him, but Luffy never really cared. Now, we go into, well, a couple of hours. This is where, well, Luffy is done training, and of course, he went to go get, like, some water, but he kind of got lost a little bit. He's not Zoro, okay? But he kind of just found himself into, well, like an area that looks like everything was destroyed. And he sees Ace and like some blonde hair kid. Well, not some blonde hair kid. It was mostly Ace running towards like some trees. And Luffy's kind of confused in this place. Of course, he ignores Ace and doesn't care that much. Of course, he goes down to look around. And of course, he sees like a bunch of like trash. Some things that are like heavy, some things that are not heavy. And Luffy thinks about it. He can use some of the stuff to kind of like, well, make himself stronger. He can use some of the heavier stuff to kind of lift it up, like weight. So yeah, this is where Luffy is thinking. And then he just thinks about it. Maybe I should ask Ace, that brat. Then again, I am kind of younger than him. But that doesn't matter. I don't care. This is where, well, Luffy just says, you know, I'll go ask him what the fuck this place is. This is where, well, he goes towards, well, he last time saw Ace and all that. So, yeah. But when we get to Ace and Sabo, because, well, Luffy gets there pretty fast, he sees this, like, tall, like, kind of looks like a fishman person, okay? For really, I thought that person was kind of look like a fisherman and all. So, of course, this person is not the legit captain or anything like that. But he is, like, somewhat like a high-ranking person. Whatever. I don't give two fucks about it. He is right now attacking Ace and Sabo. Of course, Ace is kind of really hurt and all that. He's kind of bleeding and all that. And, of course, is where the person says, "Where's the money and treasure, brats?" Of course, he was about to punch at what's called Sabo. Until, well, this is where Luffy appears and blocks the punch with just one finger. This is where all the other pirates were kind of shocked, but they were also knocked the fuck out with the wave of Conqueror's spirit. So yeah, of course, Sabo and Ace kind of notice this, and this is where, well, Sabo says, "Who is this person?" Ace said, "Luffy." This is where Sabo says, "Who?" Of course, this is where the older person says, What the hell did he do to my man?" So where Luffy says, "Don't worry about it. You won't need to care that much about what I did or what I didn't." This is where, well, the tall person says, "Oh, really? Is that so? Huh? You're just a little peep squitter. You can't do anything." This is where Luffy jumps up pretty fucking high towards the person's, like, face and all that. And, well, Luffy just kicks him in the fucking head, smashing him into a fucking tree. Well, 3 trees in total. This is where Luffy walks towards him and all that. Walk towards him. And of course, this is where the person kind of like reacts and tries to slice at Luffy and all that with his sword. This is where Luffy kind of just punches the blade, breaking it. This is what, well, Ace and Sabo are just fucking amazed and shocked. They're like, "What the hell? That can't be." This is where, well, the pirate says, "How? No, that's impossible." So Luffy like punch him right in the stomach. His arm becomes black and he punches the pirate in the stomach, knocking his ass out. Well, mostly killing him. Luffy hit him in a specific place. And when I mean the specific place, right in the fucking kidney. So, if your kidney ever gets hurt, that just shuts down your body really fast. So, yeah. I'm only saying this because, well, getting hit in the kidney is pretty bad. So, yeah, never. If you're ever thinking of, like, hurting yourself, don't do it. So, yeah. I don't know what I'm talking about. But, yeah. Of course, this is where, well, that pirate is dead. And, of course, Luffy says, fucking weakling. This is where he walks back. And, of course, what Sabo sees is a white-haired kid. Of course, Ace also sees that because, yeah. But then he sees, well, the same white-haired kid that he kind of went after to chase after multiple times. Then instead of going to go get that bread, but yeah. Just whoop the hell out of the pirates that they were struggling against. This is where, well, Sabo says, what do you exactly want? He, like, pulls his weapon out, what's it called, Luffy. Luffy just grabs it with his thumb and his, like, index finger and just twisted it to kind of make, like, an L shape instead. And Luffy says, none of your business, blonde hair. This is where Sabo is kind of shocked. He's like, his metaphor just kind of got bended like it's nothing. This is where Luffy walks up to Ace, sees that he's hurt. And this is where Luffy says, wow, you're hurt. This isn't the first time. Like the first time we both met each other, I punched you to a fucking tree. Fucking asshole for spitting on me. This is where, well, Ace says, what, are you gonna judge me for getting hurt? This is where Luffy says, yes. And that's what I am gonna do. And this is where, well, Ace just says, piss off then. This is where Luffy says, but I'm not that kind of person that much. Or am I? But I don't care. Come on. This is where Luffy kind of like bends down and grabs Ace. And of course Ace says, you know I can walk. I'm older than you. This is where, well, Luffy says, yeah, even though you're older than me, you're hurt. And I can easily pick you up like a fucking, well, how should I say, a fucking boar. You're that very light. You are like a light sack of potatoes. So Ace just like grumbles and all that. This is where Luffy says, yeah, whatever, you can say whatever. We're going back to the freaking bandage and you can get healed there. This is where, well, Sabo decides to follow along while Luffy is kind of running and Sabo can barely keep up. But when they make it to the Dada family, this is where, well, Dada is confused and what the fuck happened to Ace. And sees this blonde hair guy and, well, then sees Luffy. Luffy is like perfectly fine as hell. He's just tired, sweaty because, well, Luffy did have to carry Ace. And Ace is pretty much light to him because, well, Luffy's very strong for just being a 7-year-old. Carrying a 10-year-old, but yeah. This is where, well, what's it called? Dada says, what the hell happened? Luffy says, he fell down a tree. Dada just says, bullshit. Okay, whatever. I know you care, so I'm gonna really talk about, but whatever. Of course, Ace gets healed in a couple of days. This is where, well, Ace and Sabo, after that days and all that, kind of goes back to the treasure and all that. And Luffy's there, just sitting on the like tree branch after like the treasure is there. Luffy doesn't really care about the treasure, so he ignores it. Of course, both Sabo and Ace are ready to attack him. Do you say that you are stealing his treasure or anything? Well, our treasure that much? And Luffy says, what the fuck you guys talking about? This is where both Sabo and Ace just said, our treasure. Luffy said, I've just been here just eating and looking out there. The fuck do you mean treasure? This is where both Sabo and Ace just realized that Luffy hasn't really found the treasure. That or Luffy just doesn't give two fucks about it. So, of course, this is where, well, they go up to Luffy. And they are still kind of suspicious and they just walk around Luffy. And Luffy just says, can you fucking move? I'm looking at the fucking view. Because he's just looking at, like, the robo and all that. But, yeah. And this, well, I actually want to say one thing. I'm actually going to leave it off here. Because, well, I'm getting kind of tired. And, well, yeah. So, yeah, I'm actually going to leave it off here. But, yeah, have a nice potato day. Potato night. Potato. Also, yes, please subscribe to Rain Pain. He needs it. Okay? Send him all the corn and pineapple. Potato.